Anna and Jake were the golden couple, the kind you'd see in old photos at prom, all smiles and holding hands. They'd been together since high school, 3 years and counting, even managing to maintain their relationship through the challenges of long-distance college life. Jake, 21 male, visited Anna, 21 female, every couple of weekends, always arriving with a bouquet of flowers or her favorite snacks. As Anna's roommate, I, Britt, 20 female, saw their relationship up close. Jake treated her with such tenderness, planning weekend trips, helping her with school projects, and even mailing little love letters to brighten her week. Watching them, I thought they were the epitome of commitment and love. But then I found out about Mike. Mike, 22 male, was Anna's classmate. What started as casual study sessions quickly turned into late-night hangouts and flirty texts that I overheard when Anna thought I wasn't paying attention. Then, one day, I walked into our dorm and saw them tangled in bed together. In that moment, I froze. My stomach churned. I wanted to scream at her, to demand how she could betray Jake like this. But I didn't. I quietly closed the door and left, my head spinning. For weeks, I struggled with what I'd seen. On one hand, it wasn't my relationship. What right did I have to interfere? On the other hand, how could I just sit back and let Jake continue to be lied to? My parents had raised me to value honesty and integrity. Keeping this secret felt like I was betraying those values. Every time Jake visited, I felt the weight of the truth pressing down on me. I'd watch him laugh with Anna, completely unaware of the lies she was telling him. I'd listen to him talk about their future together, knowing she was sneaking around with someone else. It wasn't fair. Jake deserved better. But confronting Anna directly hadn't gone well. One evening, after I caught Anna texting Mike while on the phone with Jake, I decided I couldn't keep silent anymore. "Anna, we need to talk," I said, my voice trembling. Anna looked up from her phone, raising an eyebrow.
"What's up?"
"It's about Mike," I blurted out, my chest tightening. Her face hardened immediately.
"What about Mike?"
"I know what's going on between you two," I said. "I've seen you sneaking him in when Jake's not here. I walked in on you once." Anna's face went pale, then red.
"You what?"
"Anna, how can you do this to Jake?" I asked, my voice breaking. "He loves you. He thinks the world of you, and you're just—"
"Stop."
she snapped, cutting me off.
"You don't understand. Jake and I have been together for years. Do you know how hard it is to keep a long-distance relationship going? Mike was just there when I needed someone. It doesn't mean I don't love Jake."
I shook my head. "Then end things with Jake if you're unhappy. Don't lie to him like this." Her eyes flashed with anger.
"This isn't your business, Britt. You don't get to judge me. You have no idea what it's like to be in my position."
"But it is my business now," I said firmly. "Because I have to watch you lie to him every time he visits. And I can't just sit back and pretend I don't know what you're doing." She glared at me.
"If you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of it."
That Saturday, Jake arrived as usual, smiling as he walked into our dorm with a pizza box and a Coke. Anna greeted him with a kiss, her voice warm and cheerful as though nothing was wrong. I couldn't stand the sight of her pretending anymore. The three of us sat in the living room, watching a random movie and eating pizza. I tried to focus on the screen, but the guilt and anger bubbling inside me were impossible to ignore. Jake laughed at a joke in the movie, his face lighting up with pure joy, and something inside me snapped. I didn't plan what happened next. It just came out. "Hey, could you pass me the Coke, Mike?" I said softly, staring at the coffee table. The room went silent. Jake froze, the smile fading from his face. He slowly turned to look at me, then at Anna.
"Who's Mike?"
he asked, his voice calm but laced with confusion. Anna's hand trembled as she reached for her drink.
She meant Jake,"
she said, forcing a laugh.
"Britt, you're so silly sometimes."
But Jake wasn't laughing.
"Britt,
He said, his tone sharper now.
who's Mike?"
I stayed quiet, my heart pounding. Anna's voice wavered.
"It's no one. She's just messing around."
Jake's expression darkened.
"Anna,
He said slowly.
who is Mike?"
Anna's facade cracked. Her face went pale, her breathing shallow.
I
"Anna,
Jake pressed, his voice shaking.
Tell me the truth.
Tears welled up in Anna's eyes as she whispered.
He's someone from my classes.
Someone from your classes?
Jake's jaw clenched. Anna broke down, sobbing.
Fine. Okay, yes, I've been seeing him, but it didn't mean anything, Jake. I was just lonely, and you're always so far away, and
Stop.
Jake said, his voice cold and distant.
I don't want to hear excuses. I trusted you, Anna. I thought we had something real, and all this time, you've been lying to me?
Anna reached for him, but he stood up, grabbing his jacket.
Jake, please.
She begged.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I love you.
No, you don't.
Jake said firmly.
If you loved me, you wouldn't have done this.
And with that, he walked out the door, slamming it behind him. As soon as the door closed, Anna turned on me, her eyes blazing with fury.
This is your fault.
She screamed.
If you'd just kept your mouth shut, none of this would have happened.
I stood my ground. No, Anna. This happened because of your choices. Don't blame me for telling the truth.
You're a horrible person.
She spat.
I trusted you.
And Jake trusted you. I snapped. But you threw that away. Don't you dare put this on me. Anna stormed into her room, slamming the door behind her. I sat alone in the living room, my heart heavy but resolute. It's been weeks since that night. Anna and I barely speak now, and the tension in our dorm is unbearable. Some of our friends have taken her side, calling me a snitch, while others have told me they admire my courage. I still don't regret what I did. Jake deserved to know the truth, and Anna needed to face the consequences of her actions. But I can't help wondering, was there a better way to handle it? So, am I the asshole for dropping a hint that exposed my roommate's cheating?